Hello class, today we're going to be discussing Thomas Jefferson and his legacy. I would like to show you a picture of him. This is him. And I want to discuss Thomas Jefferson's legacy. Thomas Jefferson is the author, or considered to be the author, of the Declaration of Independence and holds statue of Virginia for religious freedom. And he was the third president of the United States and founder of the University of Virginia. He voiced the aspiration of New America as no other individual of his era could have. As public official, historian, philosopher, and plantation owner, he served as his country for over 5 decades. I have conducted extensive research and I came across a quote that I thought was quite interesting by Thomas Jefferson. It says, "Peace, commerce, and honest friendship with all nations, entangling alliance with none," by Thomas Jefferson. The quote I just recently read, I thought speak volumes about the legacy that he left, and I thought it gave extensive background to the person he was. I would like to give a little bit of background information about Thomas Jefferson and his family. His father, Peter Jefferson, was a successful planter and surveyor, and his mother, Jane Randolph, a member of the one Virginia most distinguished families. Having inherited a considerable amount of land and estate from his father, Jefferson began building Monticello when he was 26 years old. 3 years later, he married Martha, with whom he lived happily for 10 years until his death. Their marriage produced 6 children, but only 2 survived till adulthood. Jefferson, who never remarried, maintained Monticello as his home throughout his life, and he always had plans on expanding his house. Thomas Jefferson is considered to have a complicated relationship with slavery, and according to my research, Jefferson inherited slaves from both his father and his father-in-law. In a typical year, he owned over 200 slaves, almost half of them under the age of 16. About 80 of these lived in Monticello, and the others lived adjacent. Jefferson freed 2 slaves in his lifetime and 5 in his will, and chose not to pursue 2 others who ran away. All were members of the Hemings family. The 7 he eventually freed were skilled tradesmen. As a member of Continental Congress, he was chosen in 1776 to draft the Declaration of Independence, which has been regarded ever since as the charter of American and universal liberties. The document proclaims that all men are equal in rights, regardless of birth, wealth, and statutes, and that government is the servant, not the master of the people. And here's a document that I printed, which include all of the people involved in the Declaration of Independence, including Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson has left behind an extensive amount of his work, and his legacy will prove that he will forever be known as the father of the Declaration of Independence.